From the #1 bestseller by the author of Jaws, this is The Deep. It begins in Bermuda with the adventure and romance of an island vacation, a fantastic opportunity for two young lovers to get away from it all. Was it beginner's luck to discover a sunken wreck in less than 60 feet of water?
Where'd you get this exactly?
Was it coincidence that there were two treasures, one of priceless jewels, the other more valuable than that?
You must be the young couple who found that bottle this afternoon.
Certainly didn't look like anything.
We didn't find any bottle.
The danger and excitement of treasure worth killing for. The adventure and intrigue of a secret worth dying for.
She hasn't got it. If his tongue moves again, cut it.
Go upstairs, pack, and go home.
I'm going down there. And you're gonna have to blow me up, too.
As you please, boy.
And beneath it all is the terror of the deep. Robert Shaw.
I'm gonna signal you and I'm gonna fire this fuse. Now after that, I don't care if you found the Holy Grail itself. You've only got 3 minutes.
Jacqueline Bisset.
Oh my God!
Nick Nolte.
Come on, Trace! All right, Trace, what the hell's going on?
Louis Gossett.
You forced me to take what you would not let me pay for.
And Eli Wallach.
98,000 ampules.
David, it's morphine. Morphine!
Keep those air hoses clear! Out! Out!
She's going to blow!
Out! Everybody, out!
From the #1 bestseller, this is The Deep.
What do you got to say about it? Kick it off for us.
I love it. I would love to thank Jacqueline Bisset.
Oh, yeah. Everyone owes her a debt of thanks.
The most incredible opening 10 minutes of a movie.
She's known for it. It became kind of a moniker for her.
For those that haven't seen it or whatever, I love the fact that she's in a t-shirt and that she's not swimming naked. Because if she was swimming naked, it'd be, but that it was just like, oh my God, she was gorgeous. She was sensual. She was sexy. It wasn't blatant in your face. She's scuba diving, but and
so
this is another movie that starts off real quick because they're going around. It's like scuba talk. And then she finds that little vial, goes for the second one, and I don't know if it was her or a stunt woman, but they get pulled into that boat by the arm hard. And like, again, we're 8-9 minutes into the movie and you go, okay, all right, we got to buy something. And there's something in that boat that's as strong as a get out.
Yeah, so like we said at the top, this is based on a Peter Benchley book, and he could write. The dude could write. He creates an interesting scenario here. And honestly, one of the all-time great setups. Kids, if you're going to make a movie and you want to guarantee it gets off the ground with a fantastic cast, set it in the Caribbean. You're going to have a nice long list of applicants who want to get involved. You want to shoot something in Anchorage in the winter or Canada, that list gets very short. But if you're in the Caribbean, let it go. And here's the other thing, too. This movie's got a lot of great people in it, but two of the people involved who you may not fully appreciate on the surface, stuntman Robert Tessier and stuntman Robert Lee Minor, two of the opposite ends of the spectrum here who have all kinds of great moments. Tessier, obviously, he'd done Break Hard Pass, he'd done a lot of Burt Reynolds movies, and he plays Kevin, who's like an adopted sibling to Robert Shaw, who's sort of maybe your hero in this, in a kind of heroic, how would you define it? Like maybe removed as the hero, but hero adjacent, maybe?
He's Quint.
Yeah, he's Quint. He's Quint.
Let me tell you, boy.
Yeah. The only thing he doesn't do is scratch a chalkboard and say, "Y'all know me."
Yeah.
You know how I earned a living. I think he does say, "You know how I earn a living" in this actually. But and then Robert Lee Minor.
Yeah. Who's the other guy you said?
Robert Lee Minor or Bob Minor, who was Blackula, Coffee, Hell Up in Harlem, Three the Hard Way, Hammer, all those great films. There's a lot of people who were just fantastic talents that may not get top marquee billing, but really bring something to this film and other films, of course, but this film. Because this film is layered. This is directed by Peter Yates. And this film definitely has a cast that, for me, felt very legitimate. Those guys, the bad guys and the good guys, are all really great faces and personalities in this.
Something interesting to point out, though. It's Lou Gossett in this movie.
That's right.
Not Lou Gossett Jr.
No. So, no, when did he adapt the Junior? Was it after he got the Academy Award?
I don't know. I thought that was interesting. But, and to round out, you got, as you said, Bob Minor and Robert Tessier, who I absolutely adore.
Me too.
And the man, in my notes, I said 2 words, Eli Wallach.
Yeah. Is he great in this?
He cornered the market on being a weasel, being weak, being like you feel sorry for him because he feels like he's let out. He's left out of the party.
Yes.
And then they get him drunk, and like he's always kind of like the good intention, but weak. And he also plays good villains. He's a good fucking actor.
Yeah. He was good in every capacity. So was Gossett. I mean, Gossett he's very good in this.
Yeah.
He was very good overall. Rest in peace. We recently lost him. I mean, Officer and a Gentleman is where he won the Academy Award, right? But he's very effective in this as the bad guy. And so are his goons, man. Those guys were great. Minor's one of them. They are so effective. Nothing about those guys seems forced or faked. They strike me as a bunch of guys that could just totally rough the living shit out of you. But, and then, so basically the premise of the movie is there's a shipwreck. Casual vacationing divers find it. It's a shipwreck on top of a shipwreck, a military shipwreck on top of a shipwreck of Spanish gold nobody knows about. A hurricane has since misplaced it. So conveniently,
they explain that in a really, I think it's Shaw that says, like, you could be diving here today and come back tomorrow and it's all been thrown around. Like, that's sort of, I guess, almost like
I buy it in this.
Yeah, it's like you never know what the hell's going on under there.
Mm-hmm. But the military ship contains morphine, which is what Gossett wants, so he can work up his heroin market.
I'm a classical.
Yes. His name's Cloche. Name's Cloche. And they're very friendly at a cricket game, those two. They're both like at odds. Like, both those guys seem like Godfather types, mafia-wise, Shaw and Gossett. And they even have a sit-down with, like, security guys who, like, eye each other. Like,
Go away, will you? That was a stupid business last night, and cruel, very cruel. You did not go to the police. I've been tossing and turning all night, wondering why. Because there's thousands and thousands of ampules of morphine down there. You want them, and I got them. They're all still on the Goliath. You have nothing but the gall to claim ownership. I rigged that ship with booby traps last night. She's wired 10 ways to hell. The wrong person goes down there, she'll blow. You would need an advantage to deal with me. I'll expect them in 2 days.
No, I shall need at least 4.
We seem to have settled on 3. What sort of fee are you getting for diving these days?
$1 million. Cash, low denominations, that's my share. You'll make twice as much as that in America. Your attitude on drugs is a matter of record. Why sell them to me for a profit? I have my reasons. Listen, I don't want any interference in this dive. I know you'll be watching, but I don't want to see you. And as for the young couple, they're my responsibility. You keep your hands off them. If you want me, you come and see me this time. You know where I live.
3 days, Therese. 3 days.
Afternoon, Mr. Cook.
Well done. I think it's really well done. Now this is not like a fast-paced action film, but this does like unravel in a bit. That's pretty intriguing.
As I say, this is another adult movie.
Yeah.
You know, it's got a mature cast in it. There's no I think Nolte was in his 30s. You know, this isn't like 19, 21-year-olds kind of teenager frolicking on the beach, which is what they probably do now.
Hi, this is Bill Daly. Please help me find a cure for NMOSD, and with it possibly cancer. Visit the Guthrie Jackson Foundation website and donate today.